How do I know an answer in Igros Kodesh is real and it's not just what I want it to mean? So firstly, let's start with another idea. One of the Chassidim came to the Tzemach Tzedek and he asked the Tzemach Tzedek, how do I know when I have a dream, how do I know that it's real or not real? And the Tzemach Tzedek said, when I'm there, then you know it's real. A Rebbe is real and everything that connects to a Rebbe is real. So that's the first concept, is just when there's something that's coming from the Rebbe. There was one time, one of the Rebbes, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Lelev Rebbe, a big, famous miracle worker. And they asked him, it was after Tafshin Nun Beis, it was after Chav Zayin Adar, it was after the Rebbe had the stroke. And one of his Chassidim asked him for a bracha, and he said to ask the Rebbe. So he said, well, earlier I could have asked the Rebbe and known that I have the answer and I know what I'm getting. Now there's arguments between the secretaries of the Rebbe. How do I know what's right and what's not right? And he said to him, believe me one thing, anything that comes from that room is holy. Anything that comes from the Rebbe is holy because the Rebbe is real and Rebbe is truth. At the same time, it's very, very important to remember something. The Rebbe told us, and the Rebbe begged us, and the Rebbe made it into a very important thing. Asei lecha Rav. A person needs a mashpia. And the Rebbe said, when you have a mashpia, when you have a Rav, he will be given the guidance. As long as he's impartial and he tries to find the truth, he will be given the guidance to guide you properly and to give you the right answer. For someone just to look at something and decide based on their own, this is the answer I got from the Rebbe, is very dangerous. The Rebbe wants us to have a mashpia. You can come to the mashpia with your answer that you got in Igros Kodesh and ask the mashpia to help you and to guide you, because that's the real way that the Rebbe wants us to know what to do, is by asking our mashpia. Without a mashpia, it's very dangerous because a person is karev etzelatzmai. A person is not impartial. A person is bribed by their own self-love and may come to understand things wrong. And therefore, it's always important, everything in life, including when we have answers from the Rebbe, including anything we do, it's important to ask our mashpia, to ask our asei lecha Rav, to guide us in the proper way, and Hashem will give him that power and the strength to actually find and recognize the truth and to guide us properly.